before this video really starts, I want to quickly address a couple things. Firstly, bullying doesn't get you anywhere. Okay, bullying someone, whether it's in person or online, it doesn't really get you anywhere. And if you're bullying someone, it just makes you seem like a absolute tosser. And if you're bullying someone online, not only do you come off as a tosser, but you also come off as an utter and complete coward, which shows that you don't have the balls to do it to their face. I do not appreciate bullying. I do not appreciate harassment, and I definitely don't fucking appreciate people sending people death threats. Like, when you start sending people death threats, that's crossing the line. Suzy Lou, she put a tweet, she made a post on Instagram, which has been talked about by, it's been covered by quite a lot of people. So she posted a day yesterday. She posted this on Instagram. So yeah, it's a really long post. Let's just read this out, which I took a screenshot of from the Quartering's YouTube channel, because it has the whole thing in its entirety, and I figured it would be absolutely easier. Do you know how difficult it is to know you did nothing wrong, but every day you keep getting death threats? Every day people make up more and more ridiculous rumors so they can put your face and name in the title just to profit off it. Okay, first off, you've done nothing wrong. So you haven't false flagged people, you haven't stolen people's content, including the banner you use on your YouTube page, because that's not yours. You basically stole that and cropped it, and I know that because someone covered it. I think it was Augie RFC? I believe he was the one who covered that. What do you mean you've done nothing wrong? There is so much evidence out there pointing out what you have done wrong. The problem is, you are too blind and too consumed with your ego to understand that. I will admit, though, getting death threats is just disgusting. Why send people death threats? I mean, especially when you don't know what they're going through. And I'm actually talking through fucking experience. I mean, I've not gotten death threats, but I did literally try and take my own life. I tried that 4 years ago. I'm not making this up. I literally tried to take my own life 4 years ago. I made 3 attempts in the span of 5 minutes. I just couldn't. Because I'm not really strong enough. I've even made videos talking about how I feel mentally. I made a video with giving a special thank you to everyone, to 10 special friends who've been helping me while I've been stuck feeling like this. I made a video entitled Help, where I went into more detail, and I made a video called My Brain Right Now, where I basically mentioned how it all just got worse and worse and worse. It really did. It got so fucking worse. And it literally happened. I literally felt like I was about to break down in tears at work. The second time that happened, I was like, no, this is ridiculous. I need to get help. And I did get help, yeah. Unfortunately, it's not fucking up, and I feel worse than ever. I'm just absolutely miserable. And also, people make up more and more ridiculous rumors so they can put your face and name in the title just to profit off it. No. That is absolutely false. People are not making up rumors. Especially, and they can't exactly be rumors when there's evidence to prove that it's real. And the profit of what? I mean, like, I don't appreciate bullying or harassment or people sending other people death threats, but I will admit she does deserve a good slap across the face. I'll admit that she does deserve it. Every day, people act like I'm the only person in the world who reacts to anything and that I'm somehow the bad one because of this. Again, that's false. There are other people who do it. There are other people who do reaction videos. Some do it like you do. The reason why people are focusing on you is because of everything else you've done. The level of hypocrisy where you bitch at people for stealing your content, but then you steal other people's content, along with the fact that you're false flagging videos and you bitch at us for harassing, yet you do the same bloody thing yourself. That's why people have a go at you. You're not the bad one because of what you react to. You're the bad one because you false flag videos and you abuse the copyright system. And you're an absolute hypocrite. Every day people tell me I'm ugly, that the world would be better off without me. And why? I'm gonna stop speaking right there. First off, how the fuck are you ugly? Let's bring up her picture for a second. That is not a girl who is ugly. She is actually quite attractive. Oh, then again, that is the outside. Should clarify that. On the outside, she's very attractive. But on the inside, from everything we've seen, yeah, you are ugly. And the world would be better off without you. Well, maybe maybe the internet and social media would be better off without you. The world, that's pushing it. I mean, that I don't agree with. At all. The internet would be better off without you, that's true. But not the world. That's just false on every level. As is this next statement. Because a couple of... I'll just reread this first thing I forget. Every day people tell me I'm ugly and that the world would be better off without me. And why? Because a couple of boys were harassing me online and had videos removed for it. Yeah, I bet those videos were removed because you flagged them. And a couple of boys? Yeah... No. Again, no. Boys aren't the only people who are having to go at you. There are girls having to go at you as well. Rachel Messer got pissed off with you. There was another girl I saw who made a video on you as well. I fucking forgot her name. I think Pegasus might also be a girl. Becky Boop is pissed with you as well. She actually made she did an interview with Tipster about it. So, you're wrong. It's not just a couple boys, it's girls too. So because of the actions of others, I get to be punished every day. Yeah, I think people should... So because of the actions of others, I get to be punished every day. So is someone calling Lucifer up and asking him to punish her for all this? What? How are you being punished? I'm sorry, I have no fucking clue. The next bit is really, really disgusting. For the past 9 weeks, I've woken up to death threats, abuse across social media, and don't even know why they hate me. It doesn't take a genius to figure out why they hate you, Suzy. Again, go back all the way to, like, Mark After Dark, which, granted, you did redact the strike. But again, you can also go back to when Tipster interviewed a lawyer, or the video John Swan made. They are reasons, those videos contain reasons why people hate you. People say just apologize and it will all go away, yet they don't seem to remember that I am literally the victim in this situation. Bullshit! You're not the victim! You are not even close to being the victim! Not even close, Suzy. You are literally just talking out your ass at this point. You are not, in any sense of the word, the victim. Throughout this entire situation, if you're the victim, then I'm a boy being raped by a priest. You are not the victim. And yes, people apologize. People say just apologize and it will all go away. Well, I mean, maybe not all go away. But if you apologize, it would most likely calm down. Especially if your apology is sincere. If you do a half-assed apology, then no one's gonna fucking believe you and everything's just gonna get worse. I've literally been getting harassed by these people for over a year, and I'm supposed to say sorry. Yes, you are. You stupid idiot. Fuck's sake. These are the type of people who I don't understand. Like, they don't understand what they're doing wrong, even though millions of people are telling them what it is she's doing wrong. People are telling you what you're doing wrong, Suzy, and you're not realizing it. I make content for people to enjoy. That's bollocks. I mean, I'm gonna point something quickly out here, okay? Like, right from the beginning, she did gameplay videos. And now she does, I think she does, like, the odd gameplay video? But she also does anime reactions, which, those videos are boring as hell. As for your gameplay videos, the only gameplay videos I was really interested in was South Park. The videos you made on South Park, and I decided to watch The Stick of Truth first. And I actually just got pissed off. Because looking at that, you clearly didn't know, 1, how to play, or 2, what the hell you were doing. And even more so, you actually pointed out that you played the Fractured But Whole first, and then the Stick of Truth. Even though the Stick of Truth and the Stick of Truth came out before the Fractured But Whole. What? Does anyone else find the logic there? I bloody don't. I mean, when the Stick of Truth first came out, that's what I played. And then I got the the Fractured But Whole for Christmas. And I played that on my Xbox. And I loved it. I really loved it. It was actually much better than the Stick of Truth. Much more funnier. But watching you play the Stick of Truth, I just got annoyed. You playing that and not knowing what you were doing is the very definition of a noob. Putting that out there. And as for your anime reaction videos, they are not entertaining. They are dull. There is nothing to them. They are boring as hell. I make content for people to enjoy. I don't make content to make people angry and then go hate on someone else. Who else are we hating on? And I don't think people really hate you. I mean, all the videos I've seen so far of people talking about you, they're criticizing you because of your actions. They're not hating on you. They're not hating you. I mean, they dislike you, granted, but they don't hate you. Well, Rachel Messer might hate you, probably. I don't really know. I don't claim to be perfect, and I've said mean things like everyone else has, but I don't go out of my way to bring harm to anyone. First off, I'm going to applaud her in saying that she admits she's not perfect. So, and also pointing out that she has said mean things to everyone, so maybe her head isn't as far up her ass as people think. But I think that that little statement has a little bit of contradiction. But I don't go out of my way to bring harm to anyone. Really? Are you sure about that? Becky Boop might have other ideas other than that. The other night, I went for a walk alone at 2 a.m. and had no intention of returning home. I just sat in the pitch black alone and wondered what the fuck was the point in living. I am strong, but I also have my limits like anyone. I've been throwing myself into my work these past few days, and thank you to my fans for being there. So, yeah. Yeah, I've got no real words to describe that bit. I wanted to do a video talking about that night, but honestly couldn't bring myself to. If there's one thing I want people to take from this, it's be kind. I think you should probably start following your own advice, because you are not kind. From what people I've seen, you are not kind. And you want to thank your fans for being there. Here's a better way of thanking your fans. Don't call them needy. Don't do that. That is just all levels of gross. You never know what someone is going through, and think before you type. Oh. Really? You are an... Fuck's sakes. Oh, man. I think she should really... All this stuff she's saying is good advice, like be kind to people, and that you should always think before you type because you never know what someone's going through. But I think what she should do is follow her own advice, which she isn't doing. I went through a few days where I turned off everything. I just wanted to disappear. Maybe I'll do a video about it, but I don't know. I don't need sympathy, I just want people to remember that we are living in troubling times at the moment, but bashing each other won't bring anyone happiness. Personally, I'm sick of talking about this now, and I'm sick of defending myself against absolute nonsense rumors. Okay, first of all, if the rumors are absolute nonsense, why don't you go onto someone's channel like John Swan or Tipster, The Quartering, and debunk them all? The real trouble I have with this is there is a chance this isn't real. This is a chance that this is bullshit. Everything she's saying, it's... she's just playing with it. If someone does have... if she does have... if that is how she actually feels, then fine. But if she is just using that as an excuse to have people stop talking about her, first of all, that is just all kind of forms of revolting. And two, that's just gonna piss people off 10 times more. The fact that you faked being suicidal. And even I'm gonna be pissed with that. I mean, like I said, I literally attended it 4 years ago. And I'm not gonna lie, there are still, before I went to see help, when my mental state was getting worse and worse and worse, there was so many times I would just think of straight up killing myself. And then, after I'd seen help, I felt fine until something got stuck in my head. And then, I'd started feeling 10 times worse than I had before. And even to this, from then onwards, even to this day, I still have thoughts of just wanting to kill myself. I still talk shit about myself. I'm not kidding. I'm literally, I don't think highly of myself. But there's something else I want to point out. Suzy uploaded a video yesterday as well, which currently 364,000 subscribers. Yes, I am subscribed. It was mainly because, the reason I subscribed to her was mainly because I wanted to see if she would make, what videos she makes. Mainly for statement videos. That was the main reason I subscribed. But she uploaded a video called Goodbye. When I got the notification for that, when I got the notification for the video Goodbye, I thought, I don't know what I was thinking actually. I thought maybe it was another statement video or something. No, it's not. It's a freaking Naruto Shippuden video. It's a Naruto Shippuden reaction video.
Never give up, no matter what. That was the true choice that I was supposed to make.
Obstinate, isn't he? Let's finish him.
No!
What? You couldn't have made your video any more clickbait. That is such a clickbaity title. She also said this on Twitter. Also, yes, it was a clickbait joke against the drama channels because they would love for me to upload a video calling goodbye, quitting YouTube. Suicide is not a subject to make any jokes about, and wishing I would have ended my life over the constant harassment is beyond disgusting. First of all, it's not that we want you to stop doing YouTube. If anything, it's more we want you to stop being a bitch. We want you to understand why it is we hate you. Why it is we're pissed with you. And you're right, suicide is not a subject to make any jokes about. But, at the same time, suicide is not to be used as a get out of jail fucking free card. When you do that, that is... Because if that's what that post on Instagram was, just clickbait. If that was just your way of trying to make drama channels stop talking about you, then that is all levels of disgusting, and all that's going to do is just make people attack you even more. On Twitter, a guy called Cordwit tweeted, "No, Suzy, don't clickbait this. I actually care for your well-being, and the fact that you're doing this is just uncalled for." First the Instagram post, and now this. Really? Which, I mean, yeah, that is totally uncalled for. I do not approve of that. That is just all kind of disgusting. And I mean, we may criticize you, Suzy, but at the same time, we do actually care about you. We do care about your well-being. Like, if you genuinely, and I mean genuinely, do feel like that, then by all means take a break. Take a break and go see help. Because that's what I did. Back when everything got too much for me and I had called enough, I need help, I booked an appointment to see my boss, and I told him about it. And he was so understanding of it, and told me to just take 2 weeks off to get this under control. Which I did. I got put on antipsychotics, actually. I was taking risperidone, which does have side effects. One of the side effects was absolute grogginess. Like, I mean, first off, during those 2 weeks, I was just staying at my nan's place, and the first night I had them, when I woke up the next morning, I just felt like absolute shit. I was... like, nothing made me feel happy. Nothing made me laugh. If you can hear any of that, my my parents and sister are working on the cupboard, and they're not working. They're not doing good. But yeah, so like, I have risperidone, which also makes you feel a bit tired. So there are a couple of side effects, but like, as I continued taking risperidone, I felt alright. Like, I did feel better. I didn't have any of those negative thoughts in my head for once. Of course I did then stuff. And when I did go back to work, I didn't jump back into the whole 7 hours thing in 5 days a week like I usually do. I still wanted to... I wanted to ease back in. So I would just work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 to 3. And I would just ease my way back into it. Which I did. I did eventually ease my way back into it. But the risperidone stopped working, and then I actually had to go see a therapist. Which I did. I did see a therapist. I had 5 sessions, and they really, really helped me. And I didn't feel negative at all. And of course now, I have... I mean, because here in New Zealand, we have a number you can call, or text, a free number, which is 1737, which lets you call or text to a trained professional counselor who help, which is great. That's what those type of people are for, because they can help you get so much stuff off your chest. Which is another reason why talking to the therapist was great. When I was talking to the therapist, every time I came back, I felt like a massive weight had been lifted. I did feel better. And I think the reason why I felt like shit was not just because of my problems, but also because when my friends have problems, I talk to them and I can feel their pain and all that, and I take it on board. And it just piles on top of my plate, which is full of my own shit. And making a Naruto Shippuden reaction video and putting a clickbait title is just not okay. And if you and as for that post you put on Instagram, if that in turn turns out to be absolute bollocks, so many people are going to be pissed off with you, me included. I have a friend I talk to on Facebook. I really do care about her. But there was a point where she just stopped giving a shit and just acted like an absolute bitch. Saying, no one really cares about me. No, nah, nah. Even though I kept telling her, I care about you and I've shown it a million times. And she just calling bullshit. And she was even talking about suicide, saying it'll be my fault. And I was like, no, it won't. It'll be your fault. It'll be your fault because I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to show you that I care. You're not listening. You're not taking in. You're not taking it in. So, if you go and kill yourself, fine. But I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Because I tried my best to show you I care. You weren't listening. So it won't be my fault. And it did actually get through to her. Another thing I quickly want to address is Rachel Messer made another video. I'll link that in the description. And it's really enlightening on how the voice actors work, because voice actors don't make as much money as you think. They make around like under $20,000 a year. And the fact that that's how much Rachel makes, like, from her voice acting, like under $20,000 a year, and yet Suzy would make 10 grand a month. That's disgusting. It's just absolute. She was just fucked off of that. She was extremely fucked off. But in this video, she talked about it, and also that mentioned that voice actors are replaceable. And for Rachel Messer, she didn't really have much of a choice. She mentions she suffered from internal bleeding, and she would usually choose work over actually taking care of herself and going to the hospital. Seeing how hard what Rachel puts herself through, what she goes through, and then seeing a reaction YouTuber make more money in 1 month than she would make in a year is absolutely just disgusting. That is all levels of disgusting. One final thing I do want to put out is a quick little message to Suzy. If by some fucking chance you do come across this video, I really do want to help. I mean, I'm not really trained, but I listen, and I do my best to show so much support to my friends. And if you are suffering from mental issues and suicide, like, I know what that's like. Very much so. There would be times when I was trying to sleep, I'd feel like I'd start crying my eyes out. Mental health and suicide, they are not things to joke about. They're really not. They are real serious topics that have so much effect on people. So much effect. And when someone uses that as an excuse to get away with shit, that is just all levels of sickening. That is just all kinds of horrific. And it is 100% unacceptable. No one appreciates that or approves of it. and when you use that as an escape card, as a scapegoat, and people discover that the whole thing was just absolute bullshit, that is going to cause a ginormous backlash. Suzy, I truly do want to help. I would like, in fairness, it would be a good idea for you to actually make a video talking about this, to properly explain it. I mean, granted, there are people who are going to pick it apart, but it would be a good idea to also go into a channel like Tipster or John Swan and really talk about it, like really come out and just have a nice civil conversation. Hell, you can even do it with me. We really, really do care about you. Despite all the shit you've done, we really do care about you. And the fact you're going through this, well, the fact you're going through this, it does give concern. And, I mean, granted, people aren't really going to believe it, but if there is a chance that that is true, you need to really talk about it. Like, come on my channel, even though I have like fucking under 100 subscribers, go onto like Tipster's channel or John Swan or something, and just really talk. Like, really. To really help understand. That's where I'm ending this video. The second video Rachel Messer made about this whole situation can be found in the description. Yeah, I have nothing else for this video. Take care, guys, and I will see you next time. Okay, while I'm here, I should probably point something out as well. I came across this a while ago. A couple days ago, actually. It was something that was going on Twitter. I don't overly know what it was. But there was a little conversation which went as followed. Lol, if people were gonna use a name for money, why would they choose yours? There's much bigger YouTubers to choose from. Besides, what the fuck do you call what you do with these animes you put on the screen while you just sit there and stare? How did you get like this? They use me because they have a channel dedicated to hating on women. Just let that sink in. Why do you think they jump whenever a female streamer does something controversial? They have an entire fan base of angry little boys who hate women. It's not about how big I am at all. You are effectively calling every male on, well, a sexist. Which is bullshit. Every female streamer that does something controversial. First off, it's not just boys who have a go at girl streamers who do something controversial. I think even girls have a go at them. I think especially Alinity. But I think that comment that she made basically just shows how fucking stupid she is. Like, it really does. Oh, fuck my life. Seriously, just fucking hard. Oh my fucking god. So, quick little thing before this video ends. She changed the name of the video. It was originally called Goodbye, but she's gone back and retitled it to Goodbye Sensei. Like, that makes a fucking difference. That could still be construed as fucking clickbait. I mean, how is that gonna fucking help? Ugh.